here in my garage. I just got this. No, fuck, I'm kidding. Fuck that guy. Okay, we're back with the Honda. This car. So it went from here to the UK, and then from the UK, more than halfway back, it dragged the caravan. So, champion. This is a 06 car, so it's, you know, almost, what is it, 18 years old. It's got 362,000 kilometers on board, so it did its share of driving. That in miles is roughly 230,000 miles, so it did its share of driving. Still love this car. So currently it looks like this, with yellowed headlights, which I absolutely hate. That's this. And I was about to say 500 kilometers away from its destination here, the head gasket popped on it. I'm suspecting somewhere between cylinder 2 and 3. I've got exhaust escaping in my coolant passage. I will put some clips. I'm not going to start it now, just in case water seeped into the cylinders. I don't want to do damage. So what ended up happening was it overheated the second time, and then a following almost third time. And when you start the car, foam comes out of this, always. If you put clean water in, which I did, deionized water, not normal water of course, it comes out kind of brownish, so that's exhaust. Also when you throttle it, you can see pressure coming out of here, so, and it's not the water pump pressure. This car will have a proper overhaul. My plan is to remove the head, replace all the gaskets in the process. Ta-da! This is a gasket set, complete gasket set for a head and whatever refresh. There's a lot of O-rings here. The IV Tech gasket is here also. Head gasket itself, valve cover gasket, valve stems, and please note there's two colors. So some of them are green inside. I'll have to read the manual and see which one is which. One's for the exhaust and one's for, you know, because some of them get hot. What I'll start with is removing this panel so I can have space underneath, and removing some of these things just so I can make some space, because the head is gonna be a big job, man. Okay, so for tools and stuff, I got a pretty well kitted garage, really. I got breaker bars, I got all sorts of jacks. This is gonna be needed. This is a crankcase removal tool, crank pulley removal tool. See how this is here? It's got that hex shape. This goes inside there, and then you can have a socket to remove this guy here. This guy. This is very tight. Tools, I got all sorts of ratchets, all sorts of different tools. So I should be fine. I got all these. So like I said, I'm gonna start with a compression test. This is the compression tester. You got all sorts of fittings here. I can't remember which one fits my engine. I think it's this one. Okay, so to remove the beauty cover, you need a flat head, and there's these two. I've already removed them. There's the ignition coil out. The spark plug wrench. How do you tighten these? There we go, there's a spark plug. These used to be new, brand new. There's some wire in here. Not sure if that's concerning or not. Oh, Jesus. Stay in the... Take this one out. It's, I've noticed if you have many boxes, you can store things safely. Storage is pretty important. So now we're going to take it one by one and do compression test. Let's start with cylinder number 4. Check the O-ring. Yes, it's there. So the battery is connected. That's connected. Let's do this. for the gear, let's do this. Ooh. Okay, note to self, don't put these in the cylinders because they're gonna fly out anyway. Count, so let's just say that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So far we're testing cylinder number 1, if that's 1 or 4. So I got 175, 200, that's 25 scale? What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, so it's 5 extra. Each division is 5 psi. So I got 175, 180, 190, a little bit over 190. Let's just say 190. First of all, let me do a run with it without any spark plugs to see if it runs smooth. Yeah, that's good, that's good. I might get inaccurate readings because fuel is pushed in and it's not burned. So this is exactly at 175. Run the test again. There we go. It's back to similar values as the other one. Interesting. Alright, so going back to our trusty Heinz manual. See compression test. All 4 injectors should be removed. Injectors must be disabled to prevent them spraying fuel into the combustion chamber. Okay, this test is carried out. The use of Honda Diagnostic system to switch off the injectors. Right. The obvious alternative is simply to disconnect the injector wire and connectors. Okay, and reconnect them afterwards. That's what I'm gonna do then. So let's start removing this. Make a bit of a hole there. Start by removing this seal gasket thing. I think it's an 8. There we go. Oh, I was feeling like an idiot. There's a nut here underneath. This one can't go out because of how it is. Okay. Let's take this thing out. Anything here? No. Okay, from what I know, it's got some clips that go in here. Let's try with this guy. There's one. I'm not sure if... yeah, this comes out first and then this. See if I can take this one out. This, I think it's definitely not from factory. Seems to be caught in this. Oh, okay, not anymore. Oh, there you go. And here another clip. And this part seems to be free. It's got 3 clips. 1, 2, 3. There. 4, but one is broken. Okay, good to know. Okay. I had a thing at some point. I wanted to replace these foam bits also, because these get hard all the time. And then you get flappy noises. Oh, and clean all this stuff in there. Whatever this is. Holy smokes. Yeah, and then this goes out. See? Screw, screw. I mean bolt, bolt, bolt there, underneath all the shite. Bolt here and bolt there, and this comes out and it makes a lot of more space. Cool. Let's disconnect this hose for the wipers. Probably something to do with this. So it's got this clip that goes around, this metal clip that goes around this plastic barrel. Take that out, and now stuff should pull out, right? There we go. This can't go anywhere, I think. So let me put this back so I don't lose it. Now these should be in the same place, really. Since I put that there, this can be here, this can be there. Now let's clean all this shit. What is this stuff, man? I need a vacuum for this shit. For these, there's one. I'll just let's remove these both. Let's see. Let's get this guy out. Okay. Mouse. Next. Oh, that was tight. Now, I used to have a magnetic pen. This one, there we go. Operation salvage my screw. Success! I love these tools. Now this should... No? Ah, there's another one there, inside there. Oh, you bastard. Boom! How about them apples? So when it comes out with me. Thank you. So there's been a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws to remove this piece. And now this should come out. Well, it's next to some AC pipes, so watch them. How do you take this out safely? Maybe like that. Yeah, there we go. Come on. What's that AC pipe there? Aluminum. I can actually see shit. Now this is the fuel rail, and these should be the injectors 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I can physically disconnect them. Good stuff. To do my compression test. Little mouse motherfucker, man. Nobody's rushing me, so I'm just gonna do a nice cleanup. So I got to this point. So nice and clean, no more mice nests. Yeah, see what I mean about the oil? Only on this side. And I got a feeling it's from this guy. Yeah, look, there, puddles. And some of it, yeah, it's me pouring oil. Maybe that is it. The weather tool. Okay, that's one. Let's do the other one. Okay. These two, I gotta find a place for them also. So that's the dowel. If I don't want to put them there, I need a separate thingy. There we go. Espresso cup. Where to put this? Maybe here. This guy over here. This guy. That's better. There's the tool. There's the thingy. On him. What? How tight is this? And why? Ah, this was pretty tight for a 10mm. Okay, because I think the magnetic tool would be a good addition to this, I'm just gonna extend it and put it straight on this guy, or in the vicinity. There's this guy, another 10. So it's different from the first two. The first two are black and they're longer. So this one is a silver one, shorter. So now this gives me this bracket, does it? Yeah. Just got a feeling there's something else in there. Oh no, there is. This goes to another 2 connectors. Okay. The plot thickens. Let's see, I got one of these inspection cameras. Pretty useful now, I think. Okay, let's see what's going on in here. There's the wire. This guy. So I'm gonna go along this guy. It's like a roller coaster. Okay, hold on. And it splits into 2 down here. It splits in here. I wonder what this is. Ah, that's the connector that I've just pulled. This guy here, the blue one. Okay. And now, let's see. Hold on, I lost it. Connector, go down. It's hard to orient these things sometimes. Interesting. I'm gonna check this footage to see if you actually see what I'm seeing. It's that guy there, this guy. So the wire goes down into a clip somewhere here. I don't know how I'm gonna get that clip out, but there's a clip and it goes to this connector here. And then there's another one. Surprise, surprise. So that's that. From this side you definitely can't unplug it because it's a big wire loop, so it's definitely going out from this side. Let's see if it's got anything here. No. If it's too deep in there I might have to take the wheel out and just get in there that way. I put my hand in there and so it's a triple Y splitter in there, right? So it splits into three, this loom. One is that one that I showed you before, and one goes in deep somewhere. So let me see if I remove this, if it gives me any clues. Actually, you know what? There's the injector plugs. So I can remove the injector plugs only without disconnecting all this sorcery yet, just to run these tests. Connecting all the plugs back to this guy and just disconnecting the ignition, what's it called, the injector plugs. Now this needs to come off as well. How does that come off? I got a feeling it pops out somehow. Yep. I felt something pop out there, so it might be another popping thing here. Oh, there you go. Another one. And there should be another one in the middle. There is. So this came out. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Let's put it here. It's in the same kind of category. So there's the injectors. There's the injector pipe assembly thingy. And if I just disconnect the connectors, I should be fine to run these tests. Yes. Best one. Yes. And yes. Boom. So the injectors now are disconnected. So there's no moving parts there. Could go wrong. This cannot fall. That's cool. It's only this hose thingy, but that's fine. These are disconnected. Now we can run the test. So cylinder number 1. Okay, so this one says 205 psi. 205 psi. 215. 225. This time, if I keep giving it, let's see the third time. No, 225. Okay, release the pressure. Next, cylinder number 3. What? What? That's the problem, the suspected one. Look, it's got 50 psi. But yeah, that's the one. 50 psi. Let's do it again. Oh, it improved. Nice, nice. So between 50 and 75, what is it? 60, let's say. 50. Now we're at 60. I heard it in the noise. So before, you could hear that was compression. Second one, same. This one was more round, so I was like, ah, okay, there's your problem. So release the giant pressure. Third one now. Let's do this. 55. Whoa. 55 psi. So them two cylinders, 60 psi. Those two cylinders fucked. What I think happened is the head gasket, so it comes like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. This is where they meet, and there's water coming in and out. My guess is this part here is gone. That's why both cylinders are fucked. Yep. So now we know it's a head gasket job. Definitely. For definite. So we can start dismantling everything. Ta-da! I think the damage is somewhere. So it's both cylinders, so the damage is here. They leak into each other and then in the coolant somehow. So if that's off to here and here, that's a big chunk though. Fuck. That could be the wire. Yeah, that's a plug in there. Jesus, that's way in there. Is it a plug? Why is this going? Jeez. What the fuck? That's in there. Alright, the minute I get stuck on something, I gotta, this is like a writer's block. So I'm gonna start doing something else until I get an idea about that, because that wire is deep in there. Might just have to remove the wheel and lift the car. Remove this belt. Yeah. Should I take this out? Maybe not, so I can lean on it. So let's remove the alternator bolts. Let's take out this rubber thingy. And it's a 10mm. That one there. Nut number 1 from the alternator. I need another thingy. Choose this one. Bolts 1. So this should pull out. Yeah, and it does. Is this a washer in here? No. Okay, that's one. Let's do this guy here now. Or actually, maybe I can pull this one first. Press here and it comes out. And this puppy here, what? Maybe I need like a pry tool. Yep. I need some light here actually. There we go, that's better. At least for me. Okay, so this rubber thingy pops off, and then you got a push tab here. Is it on both sides? No, just one side. So push here and lift. And there's the other plug. Okay, that's off, that's off. Now this, it's got a little pull tab. You pull it outwards and out she goes. 10mm, 10mm, and then that's free. Put the screws in the same box. So there you go. That one's there. This was from the alternator. You can actually label them. Plus out alternator. Okay, that's the same here. Why do you keep stopping that? This is pretty tight for a 10mm. So that's similar to the black ones, the other ones from this loom. No. I think they should be tight because they got this neck, this metal neck. So, okay. And now this is mine, except here. Oh, it pulls out like that. Like that. There you go. and this one is free now. Let's twist it carefully here. Okay, hopefully we're not damaging too much shit in here. No, that's cool. Okay, how do I get to them ones? There's a clip all the way down here. I can feel this one. How the fuck, man? How do you get there? Through underneath the car is the answer. So let's take the wheel out. Put this in here. Safety first. This guy here. Banking. Yeah. Watch this. Parkside, one love. There's my bench. Should have loosened these when the car was on the floor. And the wheel comes off. There we go. Ah, you bastard. There's some plugs there. I don't think those are those. So to make a bit more space, I'm gonna take out this clutch reservoir. Maybe the brake pump, but maybe not. This is in the way though. That plug is all the way down there. I filmed it with the inspection camera, but it's all the way in there. Alright, so I'm filming the screen because the inspection camera is pretty shit. But once you go down that wire, at some point you'll see this part, this black part, and you go down more. This black part with two screws, which I didn't identify it yet. And there's the plug, but it's way down in there. What's interesting is, while I dismantle something, I can have a look at other things. So that's the steering column going from the car into the steering thingy. It's got a little play in the steering. I was always wondering what's that. I did break my wishbone at some point doing some stupid shit. So probably that's the culprit. That's the cause of my play in the steering. But it's been consistent, as in it's the same for a long time, so I'm not worrying about it. So this I'm gonna put in the same loom box. This looks like that. It's got two washers in there and it's fairly shortish screw. So that's for the clutch reservoir. Cool, now I gotta kinda cable tie this out of the way so it doesn't bother me. Now to remove this hose, it's some kind of recirculation hose. Clip number 1. Tool that you're looking for is always at the bottom. There we go. This is out. Now technically the hose should pull out, but it's not. It's never that easy. Sometimes you gotta put something in here to introduce air, and then it comes out. Spinning works, so there we go. There's this hose out. This connects this air intake to the crankcase valve. This can stay here. How do you take this out? Okay, I can feel the connector. Mate, yeah, there it is. Trying to push it with my big nail, with my thumbnail. Bastard, man. What even is this thing? What is this thing? The connector that I was talking about is this one. This guy here. This little bastard. I want to see if that comes off and the rest of it stays in the car, or what the fuck. Okay, so now at least I know what I'm looking for. Hopefully you guys seen it as well. I can feel the fucking thing. I just don't know how to take it out, man. And yet again, don't know how to put it back in once it's out. So to remove this white plug, the initial clip that's holding it. Let's see, there's the clip. Yeah. Not this way, this way. Orientation is very weird. See this clip? It's got one thingy here, one thingy on the other side. So somehow I gotta press on them things, press on the sides, and then it's gonna come out. Problem is, yeah. Okay.